Since the dawn of hiking, no water bottle has been more ubiquitous with the outdoors than the Nalgene. This past winter, YETI came out with a new water bottle that looked unlike any of their old water bottles. Didn't have that same stainless steel finish that the brand is known for, but instead it looked like, well, a Nalgene. The Yonder is one of YETI's newest products, and I want to see how it stacks up to the Nalgene. Nalgene wins, and the test, by looking at 3 criteria in the course of my test. So I'm going to see how well the Yonder functions on the trail, at camp, and at home, and at the end of the video, I'm going to crown a winner. So stay tuned.
In this video, I test out over 15 different uses for these water bottles, and I even end up dropping one from the top of my car. So if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks. So the Yonder is available in 2 sizes, 34 ounce and 25 ounce. And they cost $28 and $25. Visually, the Yonder is more slender than the Nalgene, and it has a distinct 2-piece cap. The cap on the Yonder has a substantial handle and unscrews the top to reveal a narrow drinking cap, or unscrews all the way for wide mouth access. The Yonder is made with 50% recycled BPA-free plastic, and it's made in China. The 32 ounce Nalgene is available in recycled BPA-free plastic and is made in the USA for $17. So at camp. Obviously, the main usage of both of these bottles are storing water, but the Nalgene is known for way more uses beyond just plain old H2O. The Nalgene water bottle can be used for dry storage, and with measurements on the side, it is a useful tool to measure out ingredients for cooking or water quantity for purifying chemical needs. I have also used the Nalgene as dry storage for a med kit, storing things like tape, band-aids, and various medicine. Both the 34 ounce Yonder and Nalgene function well for dry storage, as they boast the same diameter mouth size, making fishing out the specific band-aid you need manageable. The 25 ounce Yonder has a slightly smaller mouth than the 34 ounce, so I would not recommend using this for dry storage, as it's difficult to fit your fingers inside. Of course, both bottles can be used as a duct tape wrap, or for added illumination from a headlamp strapped to its side thanks to their opaque colorings. One of my more preferred Nalgene usages is as a cocktail shaker. However, with the YETI, you'll have to eyeball measurements, which is fine. I made some camp margaritas with these. They were delicious. The largest drawback for at-camp use of the YETI is its inability to hold boiling water. On cold nights or camping in the winter, I routinely use the Nalgene to hold boiling water and stuff it in the bottom of my sleeping bag to function as a heater that keeps me extra warm all night long. On YETI's page, there is an explicit warning not to use the Yonder with hot liquids, and when comparing the Yonder one-on-one with the Nalgene, that is a pretty big strike in my book. On to the trail. I used both bottles on hikes, climbs, and ski tours. Both bottles fit well enough on side pockets in backpacks. The YETI Yonder hands down wins in the clippability department thanks to its oversized handle. I can clip the Yonder to my backpack and won't worry about it breaking. I've broken countless Nalgene bottle neck straps after grabbing and clipping the flimsy neck strap. For those venturing on longer hikes, the threads on the Nalgene can fit filters to purify water. The threads on the Yonder are slightly smaller and don't fit filters at this point. When it comes to durability, I performed a drop test with both bottles. I ensured both bottles were filled with the same amount of water, as the YETI has slightly larger liters. This was where the Yonder really impressed me. I dropped both bottles at 6-inch intervals, and at 4.5 feet, the bottom of the Nalgene shattered and the YETI kept going strong.
Nalgene's gone.
I upped the height for the Yonder and almost ran out of options for making myself taller. I stood on a chair, held the bottle high over my head, and still the Yonder did not break. Soon, I stood on top of my truck and dropped the Yonder from what I estimate to be 10 feet, and it didn't break. Then, I held it over my head, standing on top of my truck, roughly 13 feet, and the Yonder finally broke. While the Nalgene has a reputation for durability, the Yonder was clearly designed with the same tough-as-nails engineering the brand is known for, because I just couldn't break this thing. At-home testing. So at home and on road trips, the drinking experience was superior in the Yonder to that of the Nalgene. That might sound silly to say, but after using the Yonder for a month, the Nalgene definitely feels less expensive, as it is. The lids on the Yonder are made with rubber gaskets that are satisfying to close and seal shut, and the Nalgene just feels like you're rubbing 2 rough pieces of plastic together. The small mouth on the Yonder makes drinking in the car way easier, as I'm sure we've all experienced how difficult it is to drink a wide mouth Nalgene on a road trip. Now there are splash guards designed for the Nalgene that cost as low as $3, however that's an extra purchase. Both bottles function fine when cleaning, and of course the YETI has an extra component to clean, and both bottles were wide enough to allow hydration mixes to go in without fuss. So at the end of the day, YETI really impressed me with its entry into this new category for them. For those who need a water bottle for all camping and outdoor needs, I'm going to crown Nalgene the winner because of its ability to hold boiling water, its lighter weight, and lower cost. And while the YETI was way more durable, I've never used a Nalgene and thought it could stand to be more durable, even if I have broken a few. However, for more everyday use, around town and the occasional camping trip, I believe the Yonder wins this battle. While the Yonder was more expensive and heavy, it was still more satisfying to use as a water bottle for everyday use. If you like my review, be sure to leave a comment, and thank you guys for watching.
That's good, isn't it?